Stockholm in Sweden. We are here for the third annual La Sportiva Legends only competition. It's been a little bit of a while since we were last here. Back in April we saw the women's only competition, the Tierra Boulder Battle. We're here now for the male only competition here, the La Sportiva Legends only. And to tell us a little bit more about that, I'm now joined by our event organizer, Bjorn Paul. Bjorn, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Dan?
Very well, thank you. Tell me a little bit more about the La Sportiva Legends only competition.
Well, the La Sportiva Legends only comp is an invitational comp for the best of the bowlers in the world, really. Outdoors and indoors.
And how do you choose these competitors on a yearly basis?
Well, I simply try to pick the best of the best, the most exciting climbers.
And you have some reoccurring climbers from some previous years here this year. We've got quite an exciting lineup, right?
We have, for sure, yeah. And from last year, we have last year's winner, Sean McColl from Canada. And we have last year's number 2, Dmitry Sharafutdinov, who was accidentally also number 2 first year. So.
Now, this is a red point competition, so tell us a little bit more about a red point competition and how that differs from other competitions we might have seen.
Well, it simply means that they have practiced the problems before for 3 hours yesterday.
And they get a bit of a rest before they're coming back in again today, and they're starting.
Yeah, 24 hours, yeah.
This year you've seen a change in the rules of how the La Sportiva is run and marked. What is that change, and why have you decided to change it?
Well, yes, the change is that instead of normally you count tops and then attempts on tops and then bonuses, we have switched that to number of tops and then straight onto bonuses and then attempts. So we felt the attempts on a red point competition isn't as important as in a onsight or flash competition. So we basically want the climbers to be on the wall as much as possible, trying and not worrying about attempts.
So you've changed the focus from the amount of attempts that they're doing to the attempts themselves. You want to see more attempts.
Exactly.
And then the bonus now becomes pretty much the most important thing after the top.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've got Melissa Leneve setting for you here, which is exciting for me to see as well, and I think for everyone else at home. Now, the first year you had your in-house team set the competition here. The second year, last year, we saw Shauna Coxey come and set for us, and now Melissa Leneve. Why this change? Why to the women?
Well, we felt that since this is a male-only competition, we want some women here as well to get some attention, And also, there are no female setters on the World Cup or any international comps that I know, so I think it's a good idea because they're really good at setting.
Now, Melissa, we obviously saw here in April at the Tierra Boulder Battle, which as a competition is geared towards the athletes setting their own problems and then challenging each other on each one. Is that part of the decision here?
Oh, most definitely. Melissa, first of all, she set a really good problem here, and she's an exciting personality.
What about the rules that you've given her to work in? What are we looking at in terms of the grades that she has to get them up to and the sort of style of you?
First of all, maybe I should say that she's not setting the problems herself. It's also the in-house team, obviously. It's a cooperation there. But the only thing I've said is basically they're supposed to be really hard, between 8A and 8B+, say. So, and I think that's what we have. Really hard problems now.
How long has she had to work on this?
They set the problems between 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon yesterday.
So they've just had a day?
Yeah.
Well, Bjorn, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Let's have a look now at what Melissa Leneve had to say when we caught up with her yesterday. Mel, thank you very much for talking to us. What have you intended here? What are we looking at?
So first of all, my goal was to propose to this world-class bowler some nice program, like 4 different styles and interesting to climb. So the first one, actually...
I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
Talk us through it.
So the first one was, the goal was more on volume, a bit of coordination style, and you have to figure out your balance, and it's, pretty nice boulder. It's my favorite, this one. Yeah. The second one is the other team who said it. Something pretty pretty hard on like crimpy and strength, something pretty physical. And sloper it starts like with crimps, and you have to turn and go, and it's pretty complicated, but you're gonna see. This one is something really more physical, compression, flat holds, basic, mostly basic, and bam, quick. And this one is my little special edition, I will say, Frenchy style. So you start opposite way from like to the public, and like right and left, and you jump and you figure how to turn and go on these two, and follow the arrow until the top. That's all. Pretty technical.
Have you taken anything from setting at the Tierra back earlier in the year? I mean, I know we had one that you were starting when you were this way front. Did you like that whole way of having to get yourself? I think it was under the wave at the Tierra. Do you think about other competitions that you've been at when you're setting these problems, and what you like to see and what's challenged you personally?
But actually, it just came like an idea like that. I didn't figure out that, okay, I want to do this kind of thing. It's only the second time I built this kind of thing, but when I had this idea, for me it was interesting to combine aesthetic. I like to build something aesthetic always when I try to build something, and from these two eyes and these two eyes I try to make something interesting. So it became like that. It was not,
Mel, thank you very much for talking to us. I'm really looking forward to this. Cheers.
Really hard, that's for sure. I think basically all the boulders are maybe above like 8A plus or something, like some of the hardest problems I've ever tried inside for sure, so don't really know how it's going to go tomorrow.
Pretty hard boulders, so it will be funny tomorrow. And I'm not sure if many guys did any boulders today, but we did the moves on a couple of them, and I think the second one, the pink one, won't get an ascent, but hopefully somebody can climb the blue and orange one that are pretty hard, and the first one is just funny, a bit reachy, but nice volume. Cool, nice job.
I think active for me hardest. Yes, because now I have not so good form. My ride is big.
I think they're really hard, like actually really powerful compared to a lot of competition climbs that I've tried. I think they're very hard, and so I think it's going to be good.
Definitely have fun and like have a good session with the other guys. It's my like first competition this year, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'd love to defend my title. Well, I will defend my title. But mentality, a comp like the Sportiva Legends, it's so much fun. I mean, we just spent the last 3 hours climbing, 5 good friends, and it was just like a really big session, just like last year. We were all having fun, giving beta, spotting, power spotting, just to get into certain positions, and really we just really wanted to figure out the boulders. And so tomorrow, going into the comp, we're going to get to watch each other, we're going to be cheering each other on, so it's fun. And we've all done enough competitions to know that, we're going to try our hardest, we're going to try to get to all the top of the boulders, but at the end of the day, it's lots of fun.
Melissa Leneve, how have you found setting for the La Sportiva Legends only?
It was really fun, actually. It's the first time I set for like this kind of athlete, really strong, and men. But it was a great experience, really great.
What kind of style have you gone for here? Have you tried to use a bit of your own flair and get it to use against the men?
It's kind of hard to say that, but for sure when you set something, you always have some idea or push you on your style. So yeah, this one just here, it's pretty much my style for sure. Pretty really technical, like, and yeah, you have to struggle on a weird position and find a way out, and yeah. And the other one I set is more like on volumes and more coordination style jump.
How have you found it as a woman setting for a male-only competition? Has it been hard, the change of style?
No, but I don't know. It's just more interesting also because you push your own limit. You say, okay, I can almost do this one, so it will be okay for them. And if I'm like maybe this further, and I say, okay, so it's gonna be hard for them. I just judge like that, and actually it works pretty well. I didn't have to change a lot of stuff.
And obviously you're used to this wall due to the Tierra Boulder Battle earlier in the year. Do you like the wall here? Do you enjoy setting here?
Yeah, it's a cool wall. It's a really nice wall. Pretty much overhanging, but yeah.
What would you say your advantages are as a setter? What are you good at as a setter?
Maybe the technical stuff, or not really technical, more like the French style, we will say.
You're good at being French.
Exactly, I'm Frenchy.
Were you pleased? Are you happy with how the guys have found their work session? You know, they're working behind you now. Are they finding it hard enough for you? Are you happy?
Yeah, I think it's always the same. These guys like don't really push so much on the rocking session, and I'm always scared like gonna be too easy. So I'm happy they find it hard here, and they're gonna push themselves more tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna work really well.
What is your What is your favorite block in your opinion? Which one do you like the most?
I think this one because it's really really particular and also in my style. And the other one I said, well, it's also a cool one. Really in coordination, really interesting.
And the hardest block, which one do you think is going to cause these guys the most trouble?
Probably these two, the pink or the blue ones, because yeah, one it's really really powerful, the pink one, and this one is really tricky. So, most of the boulders are the same level. It can be like between 8A plus, 8B plus, something like that.
You've got a quite wide variety of height and weight and different abilities here, different styles from these guys. Has it been hard to find a balance between the kind of blocks you're setting?
I get an idea, so like there is 4 boulders, so 4 different styles to get like the balance, and it worked pretty well for sure. I think it's like we have like one tricky one powerful one more like on the creams, and like a dynamic or coordination ones. So yeah.
Now I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Well, hello and welcome. We are getting things ready. We are moments away from opening the doors here and letting our athletes into the venue to get started for the La Sportiva Legends Only Competition 2013. Welcome and good evening. We thought you'd enjoy a little bit of coverage from earlier on the past few days to see what Melissa's been up to setting here and how the boys have dealt with that. But now I'm going to hand you over to our local MC here to introduce the athletes as they enter the building.
härlig kväll tillsammans här. Jag är ledsen för min dialekt här, men den får vi faktiskt leva med i 2 timmar. Så här är härlig kväll, så ska vi inte ha fokus på vad jag säger, utan vad som händer på de här bollringarna bakom istället. Och gänget verkar vara på gång. Det var ingen kör där, Hornskog, det var jävla kul. Utan det här gänget gick in i en limo genom Stockholmsnatten här.
Well, as you can see, here are your start lists here. At the moment, it looks like we are waiting for the limo to arrive. So we do apologise for that one. We're waiting for the guys to actually turn up so they can start climbing. Here are your start lists on your screen now at present. So starting things off for us tonight, we have Alexander Megos first to climb, followed by Jan Hojer, Nalle Hukkataival, and then Jimmy will be up next, James Webb, Dmitry Sharafutdinov, and then Sean McColl. Those are your 6 athletes here today. We'll be talking a lot more about those athletes as we move through the competition. And as we go through the competition here, I will be joined by our chief route setter. I have the privilege of introducing our chief route setter here, Melissa Leneve. How are you? Are you looking forward to this? Are you looking forward to the guys getting their hands on the problems and having a go at this?
Exactly. Pretty exciting, and I don't know what to expect. I hope they're going to struggle a bit at the goal.
It's kind of like an automatic response by route setters. You just instantly become evil as soon as you're a route setter. You want them to fall so bad.
No.
Well, we are a few moments away from these guys turning up in their limo and the big welcome show before we get things started. Just while we are getting started as well, to say a quick hello to Mr. John Ellison, who is with us here as well.
Hi everybody.
How
nice
are
to
you,
be
John?
back. Well, it's nice to be back in Stockholm, sat next to Melissa, and obviously the dependable Daniel.
How are you, John?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really excited to watch a great comp again. It was back in April. I was here when Melissa was climbing the Tierra Boulder Battle, and that was really exciting as well. But of course, I'm here because the guys invited me out because of the support for CAC, and it's been fantastic in Sweden. So yeah, brilliant to be here.
Now we're going to have a bit of a longer chat about CAC later on and how it's getting on, but for any of you that don't know what that is, you can get involved with Climbers Against Cancer by getting yourself over to their website, which is climbersagainstcancer.org, and you can find out about them there. If you want to wait and hold on for the competition itself, obviously I know a lot of you are excited about that one. We'll talk to John a little bit later on and find out how the charity is getting on, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much, John. Melissa, I wanted to ask you, what's it like being on the other side of the fence here, watching? Is it a nice response?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's not usual for me, for sure.
You're so used to being up there and the pressure of it. Are you feeling the pressure now?
Maybe more pressure, actually.
Well, it's looking like we are just about ready to welcome the guys. I believe the limo has arrived, so I'm going to try yet again to hand you guys over to the introduction of the athletes. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so now the amazing starting group is finally here. Did you have any problems arriving here? Was it a lot of was it slippery the roads or was it? Yeah, they slided all the way here. It was kind of surfing, we could say.
Well, now these guys are in the venue. I'm going to have a brief continuation of a chat to what you just said, Melissa, as we open the doors. The first thing you said was it's good, the air coming in. It's sitting up quite cold. What are you thinking about that?
Yeah, because the problem with the spot actually is warming a lot the volume, especially, and yeah, the people it's more sweaty, but like with the pressure now, I think it's perfect conditions.
And then you said you're really feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I just said the problem now is like I'm outside of the field, you say, or
You
I
have
don't
no
know.
contact with it anymore.
Exactly, yeah, I can't do anything anymore.
So you have to pray that it goes well. So you're definitely feeling the weight of the
yeah,
pressure
it's
right
way
now.
more pressure. Shit.
Well, welcome if you are joining us, guys. You can get in touch with us here at the venue using the hashtag in the top right-hand corner of your screen at the moment. That is LegendsOnly13. We're on Twitter there. You can come and find us there. And we're with you for the rest of this evening, all the way through this competition. 4 boulder problems, 4+ minutes for each problem per athlete. They will have 4+ minutes, just like a World Cup final. But we have a bit of a difference, if you were watching at the start here, in how these are going to be graded. Obviously, difference to what we're used to seeing at the World Cups. I'll explain that in a little bit of time as to how this is going to be changed, a bit different.
Okej, den här mannen vill ha lite mer applåder nu. This is an old friend of mine, actually we met years and years ago back in Skåne. It's good to see him here on Swedish soil. Do you have anything to add to what all these gentlemen have already said?
Well, I think it's going to be a really fun night. I can feel the buzz of the crowd, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Okay, now how the show is going to differ from what we're used to seeing on the World Cups is that the pressure here is now on the bonuses as a side to the attempts. There is less of an emphasis for the attempts themselves, more of an emphasis for the bouldering aspect of it, to keep these guys on the wall and to try and get the bonuses in the least amount of attempts. So in terms of marking this as we're going through, it's going to be the attempts to a top is the most important, getting the tops in obviously, so say 3 tops, and then the bonuses will be the second most important thing. So somebody here with 3 tops in 7 attempts and no bonuses would end up coming second to somebody with 3 tops in say 9 attempts but 1 bonus. So the stress is on the getting the bonus there as well, keeping these guys on the wall, keeping them climbing as we move through to try and create a better show. It's looking like we are about to get things ready with these guys. Our first problem is the black one on the far end of the wall, the far left of the wall, and our first athlete will be Alexander Megos. So in a few moments time we'll introduce Alexander and we'll get ready for our first block. Melissa, Alexander, obviously you've been seeing him in the practice over the last few days. How is Alexander looking at the moment?
On some boulder is looking pretty good, on other one is maybe not his high, especially for the first one. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna manage that thing. So it's really dynamic and really coordination style is not really used to.
So this one you think he's going to have a problem with? What about some of the latter problems? Which one is he seeming to come into his own on? Which one?
For example, the blue is kind of, I think it's a harder boulder and pretty really technical, and is one of I don't know, the one who has a good chance on it. So let's see.
And that's actually your favourite one?
Yeah, it's my French
I'm
touch.
looking forward to that one. Right, so we're about to introduce Alexander then from Germany. He's the first athlete to ever on-site a 9A. I'm sure you guys know that already. Winner of the Kalymnos Climbing Festival with a height of 173 centimeters, an ape of 173.5, which gives him a 0.5 ape index and a weight of 57 kilograms. He's one of the lighter athletes here. He's actually the lightest athlete here. And he's also got the smallest ape index here, the 0.5 plus. As an ape index is about average. So the crowd picks up behind us now. We get ready to welcome our first athlete, and that is Alexander Megos, 20-year-old athlete from Germany, now starting on block number 1. So Melissa, talk us through this start here then. What are we looking at?
And about just the tape he has on the right arm, just to say, like I was training with Alex, and like 2 weeks ago he started to get a little problem on the muscle on the forearm. So, but normally it shouldn't be a problem on this competition.
So it's just a bit of a strain that he's got going on there.
Yeah.
Strain muscle. Okay, so that's one attempt already on this one. This big reach first move.
It's not so rigid because like I was really scared about each move that I can do it. I mean, if I had enough strength, and so the most important thing for me was really like to be I don't know, careful about that. No morphologic move.
Once we're hitting this this bonus section on this problem, then it's a matter of swinging the feet onto the pentagram shape here, or I mean the top is the other side of this one. How are they doing? Have we got a bit of a side mantle going on over this on the lip?
On the volume, yeah, on the second volume. So where the bonus is, it's a coordination move. Yeah, it's like it's pretty good the reception, but you have to be on the right position.
Okay, next attempt then for Alexander Megos.
But the beginning is really body tension, so it doesn't help so much for the jump. But it looks really better than what he tried before. So I'm a bit anxious about it. Like maybe it's gonna be easier for the other shit.
It's looking like Alexander's taking a bit of time here. Just to remind you guys as well, it's the 4+ minute basis, so they have got time to have a bit of a look around, see what they want to change, if they want to do something different. And they have got time to push it right down to those last 3 or 4 seconds and then get on the wall before that timer runs out. In that case, they are allowed to carry on with that final attempt, just like they would be allowed to do in a World Cup final. Pretty much the same setup.
So I guess about the bonus, it's pretty important to get it. It can be like something who will make the difference, because the one who will get the jump, it's not sure they're gonna go to the top because there is also an hard move after. But for the final race, it's important.
Now we've got some people coming in and saying who is the favourite, who is the person that we think is going to win, and all that sort of stuff. Just to rack your brain for a minute, who has been getting on the best with these problems?
Wow, it's a hard question.
A hard question, I know.
Yeah, I'm not really for someone, but about what I saw yesterday, I think Jan is pretty in shape, and Jimmy is also too. Nalle is always hiding a bit his game, so I think the 3 maybe gonna make the difference, but also it's the same for Sean. He was a bit hiding his game too, maybe. And Dima also, but they're all strong, you know, like and. And
the other thing is, of course, Sean, I don't know whether it's a benefit or a negative, but Sean has done the entire bouldering season, the entire lead season, so he's going to be tired, but he's also actually quite in shape because he's consistently climbing.
The problem, like about what Sean did, he made 5 months of lead climbing. So for 5 months, no bouldering. Maybe it's gonna be.
He's in lead mode.
Yeah.
Alexander with another attempt. Then people asking his age. Yes, he's 20 years old. just to recap those stats for you as well. Alexander, height of 173 centimeters, an ape index of plus 0.5, and a weight of 57 kilograms, our lightest athlete here. Interesting point as well, Jan Hojer is our tallest, heaviest and largest ape index athlete here at this festival. And he'll be coming up straight after Alex finishes his attempt here on Boulder Problem 1. Crowd are really getting behind him now. This is what they want.
He just find a new better. He gonna do it. Ah no. Pressure.
Couldn't quite cling on at that last moment there, but the crowd are right behind him.
Actually, one of the guy did exactly the same better, so yeah, I'll let you discover which one.
So that was a little bit more static, trying to go over a bit slower.
Yeah, totally static, but I was really careful about this better. It's way harder than the other one, if you know how to jump.
Well, the next athlete out then...
look at the how easy this boulder is.
Well, the interesting thing is his ape index is plus 7 on his
but
height.
it's not about that. He's super talented for jump, and
he's also the tallest athlete with us as well. Straight up onto the bonus.
He's a bit stressed, huh?
And that is a flash for Jan Hojer of Germany. A very strong start to this competition. Hojer looking like he's ready to take on La Sportiva right now. What did you make of that?
He started well the competition, apparently. Pressure on Nalle.
Was he looking that good in practice yesterday?
Yeah. He said, I think for him it's like no more than 70 boulder.
Well, I'll talk a little bit more about Jan a little bit later. First off, though, now let's go over to Nalle, who is next out for us.
So
Nalle Hukkataival.
Look now, like the better he will use.
So Nalle again is using this slow, this static beta.
Yeah, exactly. He was the only one to find this better. But it's hard, like you can see. It's really hard to stick the volume and to stay on the volume, because it's pretty not a good hold.
Is it because you're not getting enough momentum as you're coming across? You're pretty much right underneath it. Is it easier to come onto it from the side then?
No, it's really hard. It's really hard, especially because like the left hand, it's not good, and it's in the wrong side. You can't really control it. You have to put so much pressure on the right hand.
Well, Jan is looking very, very strong here at the Legends. Nalle, another attempt for him.
Oh, he's crimping the ball.
Tricky for him at the moment.
He has time, he has to take the time.
Still leading the competition with that one flash a few moments ago. He has time here, exactly what you're saying there, Mel. He's already had a couple of attempts, but like we said, the attempts are not so important. If you can get the bonuses, and that's where the importance is going to lie as we go through this comp.
Yeah, but the problem, if you don't take the time to rest, then you're going to be more exhausted, and
pacing yourself,
exactly.
As well as having the pressure of the crowd behind you. These guys, the difference to the way that they look today from yesterday is quite drastic. I saw them all on the mat. We saw them at the beginning, they were so relaxed, and all of a sudden there's no time for relaxing anymore. The pressure's on. They all look really, really pumped. That's the bonus.
He did it.
Nalle Hukkataival, moments away, and unfortunately just couldn't quite get the rest of the hand in there. winner of the Sisu Masters 2013, winner of the Tierra Boulder Battle back in 2011. That was back when the Tierra Boulder Battle was a male and female competition. Climax magazine's Boulderer of the Year for this year, and has several 8Cs behind his name. Height of 173 centimeters, so the same height as Alexander Megos, but a massive ape index difference here, 178.5, which gives him a plus 5.5 ape index as opposed to a plus 0.5 in the case of Alexander Megos. He's also a lot heavier, a full 10 kilograms heavier than Alexander Megos. Really big.
Just a little precision about the last move. In fact, I believe this thing, you have to mental it normally, but it's harder to mental it if, you can keep your foot lower, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, it depends. If you are smaller, normally you have to mental. But, I didn't know Jan was big enough to do that. For me, it was not possible to think about it, and all the guys start to do like that. But Nalle did it also with the mental, so maybe he's gonna try that better now.
Well, we saw Jan this year on the IFSC circuit really coming into his own with that win in Innsbruck. He looked really strong there with Euler, the double German gold we saw in Innsbruck. He's clearly got a mindset to win this competition.
Let's see, because there's a problem after. This one was really made for him, but the other one, not so sure.
Still got a
fast
few
tries,
seconds here, I think. He's going for it again. The time has gone.
Oh la la.
So, no top, but a bonus for Nalle Hukkataival. So, Nalle, with 5 attempts there, no top all in all, but he got a bonus on his 3rd attempt, so a bonus in 3 for Nalle. For Jan, obviously bonus and top in 1 with a flash, and for Alex, no top, no bonus.
Jimmy looks pretty strong also.
Very nice, strong start. There it is, pressure back on Jan now, and also on Sean and Dmitry, who have yet to come out. Jimmy coming out and putting on quite the show, just like Jan. This is going to be good, guys. 3 more boulder problems yet to go. How are you doing? Are you still stressed out, or are you calming down a little bit now?
No, it's around what I expected about this boulder, so maybe less stress now. I trust.
Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the first problem here. If you want to get in touch with either myself or Melissa Leneve, who is our co-commentator here today, you can do so by using the hashtag in the top right-hand corner of your screen, LegendsOnly13. Send your questions in, and we'll talk to you about it. So Dmitry starts now. What about Dmitry, Melissa?
Yeah, the world champion, huh? He's gonna do it. If it's not this try, he's gonna do it the next one. Yeah, it's really strong. It's solid. And now you can see it's not about morphology, because it's not really big. It's just you need like to be strong.
So Jan,
lot of strength.
Dmitry, and we've also had Jimmy with a flash here now. Sean left the climb. Alex with no top. Nalle with 1 bonus. That's what we're looking at the moment. Adam Borg making an interesting point here, saying Jan's got so long arms, the last move is much easier for him. What do you make of that, Mel?
Yeah, it's true. It's easier for him, but sometimes, you're gonna see next, like sometimes it's not so easy for him too.
So you've taken into account for that, you're planning that you're gonna have a worse one for Jan later on, yeah? We've got 4 very different problems.
Exactly, I was taking it to do something really different for the 4 boulders. Oh, it seems a bit tension.
Yeah. Sean looking a little bit on edge here.
I don't know. why you, yeah.
He'll have been listening and watching the flashes, that's why. And going last, there's always pressure. Do you feel pressure yourself on the World Cups and stuff when you go last?
Yeah, a bit more, especially on this kind of comb, because actually you can see the other competitor. On the World Cup, you're just really focused about what you do, because yeah, you don't see the others.
Sean actually watching himself now on the big screen here to see what he did last time. They've got the advantage of being able to actually see themselves. James Mulholm with a beard's improved problem-solving skills.
Nice one.
That's it, Mel. You're gonna have to grow a beard.
It's gonna be difficult for me. Yeah, it's better for him. He's really good at jumps. He should have taken more risk at the first ride.
Do you think Sean has any difficulties with this one in particular to do with his height? Do you think height might be an issue for it?
Normally not.
No?
No, because I said I tried the moves, and the moves work.
Well, I suppose, yeah, you're around the same size as Sean. And
exactly the same size. Exactly the same height and exactly the same, how do you call it? Like a...
Ape?
Long, yeah, ape.
Okay, so this next one will be Sean's third attempt. 2 attempts already so far. Taking his time here now as well. Still got some minutes left. And Sean is no stranger to this kind of format. Obviously the difference between getting the bonus is going to possibly affect him. And maybe that's something he's not thinking of at the moment. This is looking like he's competing at World Cup where he's worried about the amount of attempts he's making. Whereas it doesn't actually
strategic. It's more about like the race he can have and how much he can get some energy.
So you think this is a pacing thing, that he's actually slowing down to get ready for the other 3, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, and more concentration and yeah, everything.
It's looking like he's trying to do the same thing as Nalle here.
Normally that's not really allowed. We should top it.
Is he trying to crimp on a bolt hole?
It's not kind of happy. It's not working. It's not really nice for my bowler. Come on. Yeah, but he's able to do the jump. You should go for it and yeah, give everything. I saw him really close.
He's definitely trying this more static approach, which is interesting because Sean usually doesn't mind dynamic jumps.
Normally like jumps like that, it's no problem for him.
He was one of the only ones in Purs to go for the dynamic style on the lead final there. I don't know whether you saw that one.
I didn't.
There was a double dyno on the wall on a lead competition. You didn't actually have to double dyno it. There was a static way of doing it, but Sean did manage to do the double dyno.
Okay.
Maybe about 15 feet high off the ground. He was one of the only ones that had the gall to go for it, but here he seems a little bit reserved about doing the jump.
Yeah. Let's see. Allez, go for it.
Sean with about 10 seconds left. This is looking like it's going to be his last attempt. Let's hope he gets there. Shout out to Andrew Fern, who thinks Mr. Webb's got it this year. Jimmy did look very strong a moment ago, but I think Jan's got some competition for him. And Sean, unfortunately, with no top here as well. Andrew Fern as well. The only other thing is I wish I could have one of these hoodies. This hoodie is La Sportiva issue for April 2014. I have to give it back. I'm so disappointed. So we're going to move on to the next problem, which I believe is the blue, is it not? Is it the pink?
Nope, yes.
So we're doing black, pink, blue, then orange. They've lit up the wrong wall at the moment, guys, so don't get too excited yet. The wave is going to be our final block here. We're going over to the pink just next to it, getting ready for our next athlete to come out, which will be back to Alex again. How are you finding the coverage so far, guys? Are you liking the problems here? Any questions you have for Melissa? She's sitting right next to me and she's ready and waiting for your comments. If you want to get in touch with us here at the venue, you can do so by using the hashtag in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Hopefully you're enjoying. Shout out to the circuit who's with us as well, saying awesome first problem, worth the 6 a.m. wake up on a Sunday. Thank you for your commitment. Nice to have you with us.
I just saw a comment, awesome first problem. I say thank you.
That's very kind of you. You're reading them as well. So there you are. Melissa is listening. If you want to get in touch with her, you know where to go. I've just been handed the results from some of the route setting team here for the first problem. It's looking like we're getting them right so far, so we know what's going on at the moment.
So we come back now with a really physical problem. A big compression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which hopefully should be a bit of a turnaround for Sean later on. But you said that when he was doing this one, he was having trouble with it?
Yeah, that's one
Sean
too.
as well, still having trouble with this one, because he loves compression, which surprises me. No, Sean. McColl.
Ah, Shen, yeah, I don't know.
You're not paying attention to Sean yesterday?
No, yesterday, yeah, they was not testing this the same at the right time, so...
This is a really awesome start. You're pinching here at the beginning, you've got your foot toe hooks on this big slip of pink at the bottom there, and then you're working up with pinches and then slapping out with the right. Where do your ideas come from for these sort of things? Do you just sit in front of the wall and go, I'm just going to just put a random hold on, or
no,
do you sit
honestly,
there?
this boulder is not my creation, so I'm not able to say anything about it. But no, he actually did a great job. The road setter who did it. And, yeah.
So you were working with the team with these ones, just like they do at the Boulder Comps. We have a chief, and then we have the team with you as well. It's Rob and Yuka that's been working with you here. And is this Rob or Yuka that set this one?
Sorry?
Was it Rob or Yuka who set this one?
No, it's
Cassie then. Hardest point on this block? The most difficult point on this block?
well, it's a question of compression and really physical, so it's mostly all the way up.
It's just continuous, being able to hold it for so long.
But just before the bonus, there is a big move, and after, yeah, the hardest move around there. I think most of the guys gonna struggle with that one. It's pretty hard boulder. I think it's around 8B+.
What would you have graded the first one as?
Sorry?
What would you have graded the first one as?
I will say around 8A+. 8A+. I don't know. It's really special style. But this one outside will be 8B+ or 8B+. Ali Alex. Yeah, the guy is gonna do it. This one I'm pretty stressed about it because, yeah, on the walking session, there was only one who was able to do the hardest move to go on the bonus, Jimmy. And the other one was a bit far to do it.
Just as he started to slap out for the right a moment ago, it looked like he lost the heel hook. Is there anything in keeping the foot on at the bottom here?
Yeah, he has to keep it.
For the compression.
He has to keep it. Put it really well and keep it.
Shout out to Andreas Ribjord, who's joining us on Twitter as well. And to all of you, wherever you're joining us from. Thomas Salinen says the problems look crazy.
I say thank you again. I love crazy things.
quite limited here. He's not got very many seconds left. And he's saying no. What do you think happened there? Do you think, you know, the thing worth bearing in mind is that Alex also had the most attempts on problem 1. Do you think he's going to get tired? Is this tiredness starting to hit in
Make
now?
a new record of attempts? I don't know.
So
normally he has a lot of energy, so like trying and trying and trying is not a problem for him.
Well, he definitely did that. He had 7 attempts on the first problem, 7 attempts just on the second. Unfortunately, no top for Alexander Megos, no bonus either. We now turn to Jan Hojer.
Yeah, we're gonna look carefully about what he's going to do.
Heel hook here with the right.
Yeah.
Looking like he was trying to use that as a sloper then, just using the top of his hand.
It's a pinch sloper, it's not really good hold.
Shout out to Boulder Brighton, who's joining us as well on Twitter feed. And shout out to Kevin Butters as well. Jan taking a bit of time now. A liquid chalk for having another go.
So he's putting some liquid salt to get more friction. I guess the spotter is warming the holes.
I suppose Jan's going to have a bit of a problem with the continued compression perhaps, because when you're a taller guy there's more of you to compress.
Exactly. So many nice comments, it's nice to see that.
Jan down again then. 2 attempts so far. Another attempt here from Jan. There's a stopper in the bolt hole there that has just come out. He's just thrown it out the way. I hope we're going to get another attempt out of him here, but he's definitely having problems with this one. How is Jimmy looking on this one, or Dmitry? I think Dmitry maybe will have a good time with this one. He's got very, very strong fingers and grip. But what about Jimmy as well? The guys that have flashed the first problem, how were they looking yesterday?
I said you, Jimmy, I think he was the strongest on this one yesterday. Let's see how Dmitry gonna do. But yeah, he was hiding a bit his game. So let's see. But I was thinking like Jan will do also good. So I don't know.
It's looking like Jan's calling it there as well, unfortunately. No top there for him then, and no bonus either. How aware were you when you were setting that you needed to try and increase the difficulty of where the bonus was? Were you thinking when you were setting about where the bonus needed to go and making it in a harder place because of the fact that they wanted to place emphasis on the bonus being harder to get to?
No, so when you said you don't think about like what the bonus will be, you decide after it. I did that after it. I don't know how for the others.
So you didn't design the problems to particularly have a bonus that might be out of the way?
Sorry. Really concentrating on the action.
I was just asking, so you didn't design the blocks to have a bonus that's deliberately out the way, you just design it and then look for the hardest move? Yeah.
Not the hardest move, but the bonus is usually around in the middle, and it should be not so easy to reach it. But most of the time it's logical to put the bonus where is it.
Nalle going for another attempt here. Now then, one so far, and a nice strong start from him. The crowd are right behind him. Sort of half pinching here.
I just saw a question, what makes a great venue? I think it's a mix of a great wall, great poles, great public, strong climber, I don't know, a lot of things, and for sure like great problem. But also most of the time it's like how the public and the climber are interacting together.
How important is it as an athlete, and you'll know this yourself, to have that crowd behind you? What kind of difference does that make?
For me, for example, it gives me a lot of energy, like extra energy. Sometimes I can do stuff I'm not thinking about. So one competition, especially in Innsbruck last year, I don't know, I had all this crowd with me and I was able to do something it will be not possible usually.
That was an amazing competition, just in general, the whole comp was awesome. But again, the crowd is always very, very good at Innsbruck, and here as well they've been amazing. We've got about 900 to 1,000 people in the venue here. Paying for a chance to get in, see these guys in the flesh going through these problems. This is problem number 2 of 4, still 2 more to have a look at a little bit later on in the competition. This is good from Nalle. And Nalle says goodbye as well. Do we think we're going to see a top here at all?
I hope they're going to be one, at least. I hope. I cross my finger.
Well, next is James. So Jimmy coming out next, and we said he was looking good. Yeah. How did he get on with this particular one? Did he manage to top it or come anywhere near?
None of the bowler, like they managed to toss it, so they just tried the move to keep some energy for today. So I have no idea about the combination.
So as they were practicing, as they were going through, this one is a red point competition, so they're allowed to have a go at these walls yesterday, which is also really interesting for me as a setter for you. These guys have already had a go at these problems, which is again very different to what it would be like in a final, say a World Cup or a lot of other competitions, and yet they're still finding them this hard.
Yeah,
which is a hats off to you, I would say. Well done.
But it's more interesting to. I mean, it's more interesting. I don't know if it's more interesting because I didn't route set for like a World Cup or even a French Championship or something like that. But I find it really interesting because you can push the limit a bit further. Like you can make something more complicated or a bit harder because they tried it, and yeah, you get another chance to do something different.
More support from the crowd as Jim gets back on the wall. Big pinch here, and he's managing to get it.
Wow, his heel hook is always slipping. He has to put it really well. The trick is like to put it not so much on the side and strip it a bit to stick it. But
so we noticed that when Alex came out, we were saying when he got on, you know, he kept slipping that foot off, and we've seen it again and again. That foot is vital in terms of getting up to the next move.
Mm-hmm, yeah. But Jimmy did all the moves, so he should be able to do this boulder.
How easy is it to go from this first move that he's going up to here, this pinch just ahead of the starting,
hole, to maybe just go from that and control the bonus, because the bonus is also so important in this comp. Is it possible
No, you
if they
can't
think
really.
they're not going to top, could they not just think, well, I've got to get the bonus, so I'll try and do that?
No, it's too far. In fact, like with the heel hook, it puts you on the right side, and then you have to jump on the bonus. Normally, it's not possible. Look at what he's doing. Go for it. Allez. Oh là là.
Yes, very, very nice.
He's gonna do it. Stay. He's gonna do it. He's not gonna miss
got a toe
it.
hook underneath here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy.
Unbelievable. Jimmy Webb.
He's royal.
That was incredible.
That was really sick. Yeah, I'm so happy, God.
So
it was my pressure.
There goes your pressure, yeah. We had a lot of
I have
people.
my bet. I said 3 people on the first one, 1 people on the second one. Depend on Dmitry, but I'm happy.
We had a lot of people that were saying I know you're all just saying how difficult it is. Were they going to be able to top it? We think they're impossible. There is your proof. It can be done. They're just really, really hard. And Melissa's done a fantastic job here. She's just been called aside by Bjorn to have a chat about that last incident with Jimmy. Just incredible finish there by him. And we now move over to Dmitry Sharafutdinov, a man who needs very little introduction. I'm going to give you his stats though as well, just in case you missed them on the graphics that are coming up. Height of 178 centimeters, an ape index of 183, so that's +5 on his ape index, so not bad at all there, and a weight of 59 kilograms, weighs the same as Sean McColl, interestingly enough.
So now Dmitry knows it's possible. He knew it for sure, but like how I'm curious to see like how he will react. Like it's interesting. He's a really strong competitor, and in terms of mental, he's one of the best too.
But right, and having a little look at some of the notes that are abbreviated here, but you obviously know Dmitry anyway. World Cup champion this year, ranked #1, triple-time world champion. I remember seeing him at Bercy just recently, and here he is shaking his head here. He knows how hard this is. He was second 2011 and 2012 at this competition. He has competed at the La Sportiva Legends only since it began. This is now its 3rd year. Dmitry is the only athlete that's been here every year, invited back again and again. And I did see a comment floating around just saying this year Dmitry has spent a lot of time training specifically for this competition. He did say yesterday that he wanted to win. He knows the pressure's on him now. The crowd building some support, and he's asking for it. He wants it.
It's kind of the first time I saw it. Actually, I never saw Dmitry playing with the crowd.
He's usually so serious.
Yeah, but it's nice to see. He's enough strong to do that thing.
Those last few moves on this one, once you've got onto that bonus and you've managed to get up a little bit, it kind of almost seemed like Jimmy just breezed through those last few moves. Are they easier, or is he just that good?
They're a bit easier, but not so easy.
Because the start
easier
is so
than the
difficult.
start.
I'm loving the back and forth that's breaking out online between Dmitry and Jimmy. A lot of you supporting Dmitry, a lot of you supporting Jimmy. Trying to see what happens.
he's dead. Nice fall.
Wow, okay. Dmitry saying no. Did you expect that after you saw him yesterday?
More or less, yes. It's what I bet about this boulder. And it was also what I bet about the black one. Let's see about the blue one.
Yeah, we're going to be moving over just after Sean in a few moments' time to your favourite problem. So I'm looking forward to that one. With this big arrow pointing up towards the top.
Exactly.
Now, I think Sean's going to do well here. He's one of the shortest athletes here, but he's a real big fan of compression, so it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on with these moves. A little slip there on this one. How did Sean get on with this though yesterday?
Not so well.
Not so good.
The thing is, like, he did 5 months of lead competition, so bouldering is not the same, how you say, vibe or beat.
He's done a lot of endurance training and sustained training, resistance.
Yeah, you'd need way more explosivity normally.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look so bad. Oh, it looks really great, in fact. He was hiding a lot his game.
Very nearly a bonus there
really
on the
close.
second attempt from Sean McColl. I'm really hoping that he's gonna do something here. We know that he likes compression with the crowd behind him, as you were saying yourself. With the crowd behind you, sometimes you can do things that you didn't think you could do. The boost they give you, the support, and the crowd here is fantastic. He's still got time here, quite a bit. And he's asking for the support, but we're used to seeing that from Sean, definitely. Getting that heel in. Next move up. Left out for the bonus.
Oh, really close.
That right hand just came up a little bit too quick, but he's definitely got the beater down for that first section. He's able to do it. It's just a matter of holding it once that left arm comes up for the bonus.
He's got to gain time, so yeah.
So Sean, last year's winner here at the La Sportiva. He's defending his title. He was the combined world champion at Bercy last year, 2012 in Paris. Fantastic event, the World Championships. He was the combined world champion, meaning he competed in speed, lead and bouldering. He's competed in both lead and bouldering this year on the IFSC. On the IFSC.
Just after the trying, he actually showed me his hand and it's almost like bleeding.
So he's got himself a flapper and he's covering up.
Exactly.
He's very aware of the time here. Height 169 centimeters. The shortest athlete here. Ape index of +4, 173 is Ape. And a weight of 59 kilograms.
I think he actually opened one finger because he was trying to glue on it and put some tape.
I'm surprised he didn't start the comp with that already on. If it was that close to coming off yesterday, I'm surprised he didn't start with the tape already on.
Yeah, but the problem with the tape, you get less friction, so yeah, you always try without.
Would you never do that? Would you always try until it bleeds and then cover?
Yeah, but when it's kind of important, you never put it. You just wait the blood go out. He's gonna do it. Shit, this tape is not helping a lot. "25 seconds.
Definitely not on these types of holds. No, he's gonna, like you're saying, the friction and...
Yeah, the friction is it's less good.
and he's taped 3 of his fingers on his left hand here.
Yeah, because he had really bad spin. 5 seconds. No, over. Wow, really close. Nice.
So I'm going to hand over for a second. It looks like Melissa is going to talk to the crowd here. She's just jumping up to try and have a chat with our local MC here. So I'll be handing over to those two in a moment to speak through what's happened so far, and then we'll be going back for boulder problem 3 and 4. Unfortunately, no top there for Sean. At the moment, it's looking like on problem 2 we had 7 attempts, no top or bonus for Alex. 3 attempts, no bonus. And no bonus, no top for Jan, 3 attempts. 5 attempts here, no bonus, no top for Nalle. 3 attempts and no top for James. 5 attempts, no top, no bonus for Dmitry. And 6 attempts, no top and no bonus for Sean at the moment. We're going to get those confirmed in a few moments by the group setting team who are here. We'll see what's going on. For now I'm going to hand over to Melissa and a little bit of an interview here on the ground.
I'm super impressed because it's going so, these guys are so good and everybody's up there in the top. And to have all the problems that are actually separating this amazing lineup of boulders, it's quite an amazing job. So we'll see what happens next. Okay. So what do you think about the next one? Is it going to change anything in style, or will you see something else happening out? So the next one probably is more the old French style. We're going to see some steady moves. We're going to see people locking off, choking up, and blowing up their hands between moves. We're going to see some yellow, we're going to see some épaules, some genoux, we're going to see some... We will see what we will see. The contestants, are you getting ready? Alex, are you okay? Alex is feeling good. If not, I'll do what we want to say. So, hoppas att jag släpper mina färdigheter. Stå med ute, så vi tar bara nästa bort där sig. Så jag skickar... Så vi ska alltså, som Melissa sa här, vi ska ändra lite stil på benen. Det har ju varit väldigt slöpigt och stort och ljudiskt. Nu blir det en riktig bättring här, som någon skulle ha sagt, av den gamla stort. Så vi hör lite på det där, men jag är kvar. Lite på det där. Och DJ:arna tackar innan med hur pengarna är nu.
So I'm presenting the next boulder. It's kind of my French touch. Really strange beginning, but I really like it. Until the top, the arrow, and finish. Really French style with a lot of contortion. So Alex is really a complete climber, really strong technically, and actually that boulder fits really well to him. I think he has a lot of chance to do it. It's really a complete boulder. You really have to take care about everything, miss nothing, and he's so strong on this kind of thing. Really strong. It's not easier than the other one. And the last move. Allez, Alex, stay on it. He did it! Yes.
Unbelievable, a flash there from Alexander Megos, proving that he might still be in this competition at this stage. Remember also, it's not so much about the amount of attempts here, it's the tops and the bonuses where the emphasis is landing on. Obviously, Megos has got a lot of making up to do if he wants to stand that chance. We now move on to Jan, who is currently in tied second position with Dmitry.
So for Jan especially, like another example, it's going to be way harder for him because he's bigger. So yeah, another example that climbing is, there is so many styles.
It is height dependent, but it's
Exactly.
different for each different type of problem.
Exactly.
Sometimes height is a benefit, sometimes it's a negative thing.
Exactly. But if you want to be strong, you just can't do everything.
Okay, so bonus on the first attempt here for Jan, but no top. Jan doing a bit of brushing here. So there's the height problem at the start here that Jan's going to struggle with. What about this upper section that you can go into these sort of collection of crimps around the arrow at the top and then up to the top itself?
Yeah, actually it's a really good collection, but there is only 3 good. It's just to to say, hey guys, it's not finished, you have to go to the top, and it's pretty hard over there. It's the hardest one.
Still one more block yet to come that we have not seen. And Mel, do you want to say hello to some friends? Go on. Somebody's saying nice trick with the arrow. Did they teach you that, Mel? Is that an old trick?
I never did that before, but
now he's just showing off.
oh la la. Exhibition. So that's normally not allowed on normal competition, I mean federal competition. But it's a show, so everything is allowed.
Is there any benefit?
Not bad for the height.
Is there any benefit here for taking the top off? Is it just because he's hot, do you think?
I don't know. No, yeah, it's just really warm with the spots.
There are so many people here with the spotlights as well, I suppose. It's just that he's hot. There you are. And he's normally not allowed to do it. Extra treat for you here at La Sportiva. We'll be chatting to these guys afterwards, of course, so do stick around for that one as well. We're going to grab our first, second and third place guys. We'll try and chat to as many of them as we can at the end of the competition here. Still a while to go yet. Jan Hojer currently in second place, tied with Dmitry Sharafutdinov, behind Jimmy Webb, who's been incredible since he came out here. I actually just saw Jimmy over by the door. They're standing by the open door to one side to try and keep cool.
I don't know, maybe they want to run away.
Here we go again then, Jan Hojer. His fourth attempt, I believe, here. And it's looking like Jan is calling it a day there. Now, if Dmitry can do something with this one, that's going to be a big change for Jan.
I think Dmitry gonna do this problem. He's one of the most solid on this one.
You were just looking at a comment on here that's been said by Adam Borg saying, yeah, they could even talk to the route setter if they wanted to change something about the problems. That's not necessarily true at all, is it, for this one?
No. Like, no. I think
what's happening there is that, Adam, you might be getting confused between the Tierra Boulder Battle at the start of the year, where every one of the athletes set their own blocks for each other. We did that in April, back at the start of the year, and in that incident they had a route setting team working with them, that if they wanted to tweak something they could talk to them and things could be changed when they were setting their own. In this one though, this is all you and your team, and the athletes have had no input on the blocks, have they?
Exactly, but I was checking about how they were climbing on it, and I put some modification, like I add, for example, the torque on the volume. There was nothing before, and I think it was one of the only changes I did with this boulder. And actually, it's the only change I did.
So you watch them as they're doing their metering, their practicing, and then you yourself decided, okay, I want to change something a little bit there
exactly.
or there.
But if I listen to the athletes, I will change everything and make it easier, and then it's going to be too easy.
There'll be ladders built into the wall.
They were always complaining it's too hard, but they work really well on it.
Not a bad effort there from Nalle when he came out. How was Nalle when he came out on this one yesterday?
It was really good on this one. I think he is able to do it. He did all the moves, and he can do it. But the problem is he did a wrong start in the competition, so mentally maybe he's a bit lower.
Well, that is a bonus on the first attempt here for Nalle. Plenty of time left to play with here.
I got a question, how the conditions are here. So about the weather forecast, pretty dark, some light, pretty warm.
Melissa Leneve, meteorologist now.
No, it's okay. I'm wearing a shirt and a sweatshirt, and no, the conditions are okay. It's not so slippery. They're gonna do it, allez. Oh la la. He forgot the toe.
He's forgot the toe hook?
It costs a lot. It costs really a lot.
Where is that toe hook? It's one of these two blue volumes here?
In fact, when you get the left hold, he did it really well before. Alex is explaining him. what
Alexander Megos. I don't know whether that flash has gone straight to his head or what, but Alexander Megos getting up onto the mat to tell Nalle what to do.
So normally, like, you take the left hand,
can you imagine?
You put like the left hook, and then you cross your feet.
Can you imagine that happening at a World Cup in the
no,
final?
No, you can't. You can't actually. It's not possible even, because the other one can't see what you do. But yeah. Pretty interesting to see.
Nalle spacing out his attempts here. He's had 3 so far, got the bonus on his first attempt. How's everybody doing? Are we enjoying the La Sportiva Legends only? If you are, let them and us know by getting in touch on Twitter, hashtag top of the screen.
He got 45 seconds left. Maybe he should have started at the really last minute to get more,
He can possibly
fresh. But
he can possibly get 1 extra attempt in here if he's got about 30
he can do it. He can definitely do it. Like he has to put his soak after he crosses. No.
Down again. He gonna no, he's calling it a day. Unfortunately not for Nalle. The funny thing is the attempt that Alex came on to the mat afterwards and said what happened there, that was definitely his strongest attempt. He was looking really good and then just forgot that toe hook.
So I'm pretty surprised because I was guessing Nalle gonna do this boulder. But like I said, he starts the competition with 2 problem was not in his advantage. So mentally you're obligatory a bit lower. You mean it's the wrong start.
Well, the man himself now out on the wall, Jimmy Webb, current leader in this competition at this stage of the game. Jimmy so far 2 tops in 4 attempts here.
Normally Jimmy has less pressure than the other because he actually has 2 boulders and he was looking super strong also on the practice. He's gonna crush it.
Unbelievable. This is in the bag.
Super strong. 3 boulders, 3 tops.
This is in the bag now from Mr. Jimmy Webb. 1 more block yet to go and just looking so strong. Another flash.
3 top in 5. 3 top in 5, yeah.
So 2 of them have been flashes, and on the second one, 3 attempts on that one. Just going to have a little look at which attempt James got the bonus on the second. He was on the attempt that he topped. So his bonus is 3 bonuses in 5, sorry, 3 bonuses in 5. The same as his tops. Not that it's going to be any difference really, unless Dmitry does something really impressive with this and this one.
I bet on him on this one too.
Did you just hit his head?
Apparently, yeah. All the help, the beer. He looks not really happy about what he's doing. He forgot how he did it.
Has he forgotten the beta here?
I think so, yeah. It looks way harder but what is it? Because actually I've done this move too and it's not harder than, I don't know, it's not harder. It's just really tricky, but it's not super hard. It's kind of a box. If you take the box wrong and you want to go out of the box, like the foot, it doesn't work.
He didn't seem comfortable trying to get that toe hook in there at all. There, he was changing his right hand to try and get the height to get the foot round.
The most important is you can turn, sit on the box, or you can turn with like Alex did. But yeah, the most important thing is like taking the left hand on the right position directly. And what about he did just before is it's super hard. Oh, I look super tired.
Shout out to Patrick, Lorenzo and Jack for joining us on the track feed, saying Julia Webb is crushing. The beard wins for now. And that my hands are sweating. My hands are sweating actually. People speculating about growing beards to try and be good at climbing now. You see what Jimmy's starting to do?
Maybe me too. Oh la la. Like, what he's doing is super hard, like mega compression. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you see? It just really took it completely wrong before.
There we go, now he's got the hand on, he can get that foot up.
He just let so much forward. But a Russian stay Russian.
Oh, unfortunately down again.
Yeah, after the World Cup finished like 3 months ago, so maybe for sure he had to low down a bit. It's always like that when you finish a complete season.
Well, I was told that he'd been training specifically for this.
Yeah, for sure when you have a meeting like that, you don't want to miss it, but after 8 months of high intense competition, your body is a bit tired.
Yeah.
And especially after the European Championships, you normally you should have taken maybe, I'm not sure he's Russian, you know, so taking a rest and then start again.
After a bit of support here again, then Dmitry comes out for another attempt.
Maybe he should have a beer too. I understood exactly, but he's always taking soup. Yeah, I don't know. He do something wrong on this.
He's just found his own beta now, and because he's forgot it, it looks like he's comfortable doing it this way. Well, not comfortable.
Yeah,
definitely not comfortable, but you know.
I think he doesn't like really. I don't know. It's a boulder like you have seen Alex. Alex was super precise, and it's the most important thing on this boulder. Doing the right thing at the right moment. You can't forget something because you lose so much energy.
Really trying to work with those crimps. Well, that's a bonus. A bonus for Dmitry Sharafutdinov. No top there for him. Unfortunately, we move over now to Sean McColl.
Yes, I like the color blue. It's kind of my favorite color since something like 6 months. It comes to me more than I come to this color.
Okay, so Sean back out again. What was really interesting for me this year was to see, I didn't notice it last year, but this year I really noticed how much Sean's body shape changed after the boulder season going into the lead. He's really slimmed down. And you can see that when you were talking as well about the fact that he has switched from boulder to lead. At the moment he's in lead mode. He's slimmed down, the muscle shape has changed. He's not got so much maximum power.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the thing is, it's like oh la la, it's
he's really going to struggle here with the crimps, especially
Yeah.
considering his fingers are now taped.
No, that's not the problem. I think the problem for him, like, he's not really stretched. He can't put his right foot over there.
You don't think when he hits the crimps, there might be a problem with the tape?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But it's less important normally on crimps than on flat hold, because on flat hold it slips down, and on crimps, if you put enough pressure, it shouldn't be a problem. And about like why he's more fit, for sure, like he looks more fit, but yeah, bouldering and lead competition need something different, and I mean when you train a lot in the lead and you do a lot of climbing, your body changes a bit. It's a natural reaction, I think.
Dmitry definitely looked tired just at the end of that one. When he was trying, he was really going. You could see he wanted those crimps at the end there, and he just didn't have it in his hands.
Yeah, normally like if he is in shape, he makes no chance as a bowler for sure, no chance.
He has done a lot of, well, he's done quite a bit. He's dipped in and out of the lead comps as well this year. He was in Chamonix he was at earlier in the year, and also Briançon, I think he tried.
Yeah, I think he's following also a bit his girlfriend, Dinara.
Who's been incredible this year. On the lead, she's done so well. Shout out to Ramiro Royas as well, that's saying tough boulder problems by Melissa Leneve, enjoying Legends only from home this year.
Yeah, I was expecting to do something hard for them, something interesting, and I don't know, also last year I've heard it was like a bit more easier, a lot of splash, and I wanted to do something interesting for them too, like something they can push their limit.
Okay, here we go again with Sean.
I know that Sean is strong on crimp for sure. I never said the opposite. No? He's super strong on crimp, and it's better with the heel hook. It's way harder. If he can put his right foot on the right hole, it's a lot easier. It's just a question of strength. Look.
The flexibility in the legs is what's holding him back there, yeah?
Okay, Sean, next time yoga with me.
He's really not
yoga
happy with his fingers at the moment.
With Matthew and the other friends.
So, 3 down, 1 to go.
What does it mean? Nalle
You're getting carried away with the comment section now. It's addictive, isn't it? Melissa's reading all of your comments here at the moment. Tom Bonner saying James Webb, what a beast. Looks like Seed's just having a chat with Rob, one of your route setting team. Rob and Yuka were the guys that set the very first year of the last Sportiva Legends only, weren't they?
Yep.
How has it been working with them?
So we made actually 2 teams. We worked with Ruby together, and the 2 other guys worked together. So we all make it like helping each other. Something different, like not 4 boulders, one each.
Det är bra själv as well with Tierra Boulder Battle, of course, earlier in the year they were here at the park.
Yeah, they were helping for sure.
Jag filmar ett stort klätterevent nu.
We were setting.
How did you find that? Dealing with other competitors, other female competitors, setting the blocks yourselves, and then dealing with the other blocks that the other competitors have set. Do you like that competition format?
Yeah, it's interesting for sure, because each competitor has different style, and it's interesting to climb on different styles.
Because you set a block that you're comfortable climbing.
Normally, yes. For me, it's a bit special. I set something, I don't know, I like aesthetic stuff. So
you just go crazy.
Most of the time, I am not able to do my move. Except on I think it was
most of the time you're not able to do the boulder that you set. That's why they've invited you back. You're just too hard on yourself. Yeah, unfortunately, it's looking like Sean's not going to be defending his title this year. Out at the moment.
Nice comment of Sean.
I'm going to leave you guys with this one for the moment. Hopefully you can hear the questions that's going on. What was the question? Did you catch it?
I do struggle sometimes with the moves, but I'm pretty good at that balances it out pretty good. Very good to see. And what do you think you also have done is no? Have you anything to say about the problems you're trying? Is it I mean, what's the big difference, do you think, from rock climbing to this kind of specialized indoor competition level? Yeah, that all But there are some people who seem like they have a plan and they accept doing this kind of thing. I know you haven't, but I can do something. Have you ever looked at that? Those are the things those do. I don't know, I think it's kind of style shifting to get moving on so we can kind of do our roots and make it easier to get. Yeah, it's kind of simple style. So you think your brain is helping you somehow? Is it like a special juju, as we say in Mali? So what's our next year? For next year, okay, next year. Yeah, is it like music-wise? Are you satisfied with the DJ here? Yeah, or would you prefer something really different? Is this music helping you or pulling you down? I think more important than you of the music I will let you rest for the boy over here. I'm here with the three-time world champion Boulderer in from Russia. What do you think? Is there a difference between the boulders here tonight or the usual world boulders? The way you use the power.
Just a little comment about because it was really untouching and crazy hard work. You can do it also.
How did I know you were going to pick up on that comment? Looks like we're having a bit of a chat breaking out about women and men and the difference. Let's not get into a battle of the sexes. I'm going to pull your attention back to a lot of the comments from earlier on and over to Twitter. Where we've just had a comment from Tyler Webber saying, having a coffee here in Canada and watching the crazy climbing competition. Thank you for being with us from the other side of the world right now. And again, a lot about Jimmy and his beard. We are now starting in reverse order with Sean McColl, who's currently in 6th place. He gets to climb the final block in reverse order. We'll see Jimmy out last. We'll start with Sean.
Okay, last program. Really crimpy, really crazy too. Need really hard body tension. He has to put his left foot. Oh no, he found another solution, way harder.
How have I not seen this one yet? This is insane. What have you set here?
I didn't set it. Okay, everything clear. I set the black one and the blue one. And the other team set it this one and the pink one.
Okay.
So I'm not responsible of that.
Did you work with them at all on these two?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So we divided the 4 boulders on 2 and 2. But yeah, for sure, I wanted something hard for I don't know how to say, trained fingers or
crimpy.
Yeah. Not really crimpy, something.
Well, no, it's like they're like little ledge, aren't they?
Yeah.
You've got little ledges on this one.
Yeah, it's semi-crimp. Or maybe it's crimp.
Well, there you are. You have the in-house team to thank for this final problem here tonight. But I'm sure Melissa's had a hand in every problem here. She won't admit it herself. Sean, now then.
Okay, just a comment for a guy who said there is no girls because there is a competition for the world best climbers and sadly all of the girls can compete with the best guys as of now. Actually, I think it's not true. And some really specific problem guys have no chance to get girls to. Something really, stretching. For example, the blue one, I'm pretty sure a girl can do it.
And you've done some of these here as well, haven't you? When you were setting some of these ones, there were some of the moves at the start are the ones that you managed to do, the other guys haven't.
Yeah, for example, the 2 bowler I set it, so the black one, Okay, I was not able to do the move, but not so far. And on the blue one, I did all the moves. So
We're not going to get involved in the chat.
no, okay.
I'm not letting you anymore because it's just going to
Not
escalate.
gonna start this conversation.
We'll start a war. Okay, now what's Sean got to do here on this one? We've seen this crazy spinning ground move. What's the biggest problem on this block? Where are the hardest moves on this one? In the middle section, is it going up to the bonus?
Yeah, so you turn around and then you finish on the, just before the big triangle to get the one before it's the hardest move. It's really the hardest move because you are on like horizontal position and you have to push only on the left foot, and getting the right hand is pretty hard. Yeah, it's a lot of strength.
Who in particular do you think is going to struggle with this one? Thinking back to the working session yesterday, who had a hard time with this?
I think actually Jan was not super strong on this kind of bowler. It's not really style too. Normally, I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, so a quick brush and then we're going to get started again in a few moments. We'll be welcoming Nalle back out now. He's got a bit of strapping going on here on the shoulder. He's in 5th place at the moment, so he's next out. It'll then be Alex, who is currently in 4th place. Then Dmitry, who's in 3rd, with 1 top, 2 bonuses, but in 4 attempts. And then Jan, who is 2nd, with 1 top, 2 bonuses in 2 attempts. And then Jimmy, who is 3 tops, with 2 flashes in 5 attempts all in all.
Nalle gonna do it. Ale.
Well, he's got
he
to the
forgot
bonus.
to turn his hand. He has to turn his hand. Yeah.
Foot ups, he's looking good at the moment.
4 or 5 times the last move. So
Sloper
he can
here.
do it.
So you think this sloper as well is going to cause a problem here?
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh shit, yeah. Actually, the spot is
right on it.
on the sloper. So maybe somebody has to brush and.
Melissa's just trying to tell the brushers to get in here and brush the sloper. He's doing it on the wrong side at the moment, but we'll see it happen. There we go. Because of the spotlight being on it, don't want the chalk there at all building up and getting it a bit clogged.
Yeah, good job, guys. Brushing the 4 flats are really important, I think, now in the spot. Okay, maybe we're gonna stop this discussion about
We're not getting
men
involved
and
in the
women.
conversation. We're not getting involved. We're going to concentrate on Nalle as he gets on with this one now. That's quite a heavy strap on his shoulder here. Was he wearing that yesterday, do you know? It's quite a heavy lot of strapping that he's got there on the right shoulder. Did he have it yesterday?
I have no idea, actually.
Have you
I think
seen
he
him?
had it.
Have you seen him complaining of a problem? Have you seen him like working it at all?
No, I didn't. Shit, the sloper is...
Sloper's going to be a problem now by the look of things. Do you want them to... We might have to ask them to stay on it every time. I think Mel is going to go and make sure that this slope is getting cleaned properly every time. The unfortunate situation is that sloper is right in the line of a spotlight and has been for a while now. So she's talking to Nalle at the moment. And yep, Mel's going up to crush a coin. Adam Borg making an interesting point here about the tape on Nalle's shoulder, saying the tape is not a sign of a bad injury, it's more because of tensioning in the muscles to prevent an injury. Yes, I would agree with you on that one, although we have seen athletes that have had strains. Strains are usually something that they use tape for. For example, Katarina Posch has been wearing a strapped up wrist at every competition this year on her right wrist due to a straining injury, so it is a matter of support more than anything. I'm sure a lot of you already know this. And yeah, I'd agree with Adam on that one. It's not necessarily a sign of a bad injury. It can be that he's just got a bit of extra strain going on there.
Oh, 4 seconds left. Come on, Nalle.
He's going again.
Oh la la. Allez.
Time is finished. It's this or not at all.
Yeah, I know I have no beard. I want to grab that. I want to walk on it.
Now, unfortunately, just couldn't quite get that right hand in. Nalle finishing up there. Jesse Weiner saying Nalle.
The best cleaner in the world. Maybe.
Jesse Weiner saying Nalle,
Not
don't forget to tip your
myself.
brushes. I think you're going to get tipped at the end of this film. In what other comp does the lead setter clean?
Alex looks pretty strong also on this one. Oh la la, normally it's precise. Shit. Alex. Yeah, he had some problem for this move. So he do with another better, and this one too normally. Alex. Oh yeah.
Looked like he wasn't quite sure what hand he was going up with then. He went to go up with the left and took the right off at the same time. This move here from going up after that turnaround and you end up quite low down. You slap up with the right hand there to get this tiny crimp. Talk us through that next move after that. Is he up with the left and then up onto the
No, normally you go straight to the triangle, but it's really hard for the body. I did also that move, so it's not a question of high, I will say again, but it's so hard for the body tension, especially when you come from the bottom. It's kind of a long boulder, and like each single move has something for the other one, for the next move. And especially like the better he chose to do. Because to put the heel hook and put again the foot on the left side is super hard. Look at that. Comp is training right now. So we're gonna give a new kind of point for the extra flip.
Bonus points. Bonus points.
Bonus. So now if you get exactly the same amount of strides for the top and the bonuses, we're gonna judge the style. Okay, I get a special thing, oh la la, trading on Twitter. my French touch.
What's Alex's problem here? He keeps hitting this point before he's going up for the volume and getting into a tricky situation. What is it?
He takes the volume to help him to go up, to go higher. But
is it anything to do with his ape index? He's got the
no.
smallest ape index.
It's just super hard to go at this triangle. You have to go faster, and he tried to do it statically. He had to make much more speed and things.
Megos keeping an eye on the time here. He knows he's about to run out. Is he going to go again? He's going to go again.
Allez, Alex.
Well, the timer is definitely out now, so it's now or never. And unfortunately, Alexander Megos down again. You can tell that he's tired now.
Yeah, he's tired, definitely. It's the end of the competition.
Okay, we move on to Dmitry. How was Dmitry on this one during practice?
Dmitry struggled a bit on the first move. He maybe tried it a lot, and 20 times, something like that. But he is able to do it. He did all the move after it. It's exactly like what Megos should have done, putting the left foot on the hole and not the right foot. It have a bit more energy.
He's managed it so far, and he's keeping it with the right. Now he's got the right hand up again. Now to the bonus here. This is good from Dmitry. Right foot up.
Allez, Dmitry.
He's got his hand in the right position on top now as well.
Yeah, he's gonna
with a guppy.
The last move is again hard.
Oh, so close.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now listen, you've got oh la la. You can't start saying ay, ay, ay now as well, all right? You've got to stick with one.
Ay, 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 oh la la, French touch.
That was really close from Dmitry.
It was epic. Yeah, it was.
Sloper, really nice and easy, controlled it fine. The hand switch on the right hand on the triangle volume bonus was easy enough as well. He looked comfortable. He was just a little bit underpowered there as he tried to pop up to the top. He should get this second attempt as long as he's not going to get himself into trouble in the middle. And like you said, switching the feet and not using the right feet around that middle, it's going to be sapping his energy every single time if he has to keep going.
And also for the last move, actually, if you put your left foot on the little spot, the orange one, so it's way easier for the last move. No, just above the triangle, the black one. You've got a little bit of extra height there at the end. Allez Dmitry, we are all with you.
He's got a little grin on his face. He's clearly happy at the moment. I mean, he might not be that happy in terms of how he's fared in the competition at the moment, but he's still smiling.
I'm not really used to see him smiling on competition, or
No,
like not as much, for
No,
sure.
he's usually very focused.
Yeah, it's nice to see him like that. But yeah, for sure, on international competition, he looks really more focused, and he looks, taking some pleasure here, so it's nice.
The nice thing is that they all said at the start of before the competition yesterday that they were here to have fun, as well as trying to win and everything else, that they've enjoyed it because it's been like a big session with your friends, practicing and stuff. They all seemed pretty relaxed yesterday. I mean, they seemed a bit stressed when they first came out and got onto the blocks in front of the crowd, but Dmitry's definitely hit a swing now. He's in a nice, he feels good, clearly.
He climbs a bit, faster. If you lose the feed, it's over.
He's still got time enough for maybe 2 more attempts on this one. It is the last one, so even if he's tired right now, he's definitely going to have a bit of energy left over here to try and push on for this one.
Allez Dmitry! Dawaj, dawaj!
Dmitry on his last climb. The last big push. Gotta get that other hand up. Couldn't quite get the other hand up. Salutes the crowd and gets the applause he deserves. But unfortunately no top there for Dmitry Sharafutdinov. Couldn't get the hand up and over the top. Wasn't comfortable with where his body was before trying to push up for that bonus to secure it before going up for the slope. So we move on now to our penultimate athlete, Hojer, who was in second place just before we started on problem 4. Well, as we've had no tops as of yet.
Are there going to be a top?
Is there going to be one? That's the question. Dmitry came pretty close just. And if Jan can top it, that's definitely securing his second place. Chasing untold possibilities, Jimmy Webb with a mustache. Now, I think he's like Samson. If he cuts off some of the beard, he becomes less powerful. The longer it is, the more powerful he is.
So Jan normally is struggling more at the bottom, and he looks after the 3 hours. He looks the more confident at the top. Yeah, at the top he's really stylish. He has no problem. But at the bottom he's struggling.
Well, his ape index is ridiculous. So any reach in terms of that top, the final push move to the top, we saw Dmitry just underpowered a little bit, didn't get the big enough push into the pot. That's not going to be a problem for someone like Jan because his ape is huge. It's the biggest one here. It's a +7. So his height is 187 centimeters. His ape is 194. He's definitely got the reach for it. It's this little middle crimpy bit that I think I can see him having a problem with. How was he in training? On the practice, how was he on this middle point?
No, yeah, like I said, he was not really strong on this part. But
Well, how did Jimmy get on with this one? He's next.
Jimmy was the same as Jan. Maybe a bit better, but actually Dima was really strong on this one and Nalle also, and these two guys didn't do. So I don't know. Let's see what Jan is gonna do. If he passes the move, the quick one, he has a lot of chance.
Yeah, it's those 2 moves from that point. Once he's got those 2 moves, he's got the entire block. Thank you and a shout out to Andrew Fern, getting involved in watching, chatting on the Twitter feed here, as well as Jan goes up for another attempt. His next attempt will be his 5th attempt at this one, 4 so far.
Allez Jan, you can do it. Like I said, if he makes the traverse, he can definitely go to the top. He looks really, really solid on the top. It's better, way better, faster and more precise. Allez Jan, you did it. He did it before.
It's that move, it's that little push up with the right hand he's having trouble with here. He's got one more in him, he's got to go for it again. It's the last block, the crowd are behind him. After this he can rest, but for now Jan needs to keep pushing. Unfortunately no. So no top for Jan either, which leaves him and Dima in exactly the same place. So Dmitry in 3rd, Jan in 2nd.
Okay, I will say a French sentence. Ok, Jimmy, sois mon sauveur. Il faut que tu bloques chauffer.
Which means?
Translation? It means, please, Jimmy, save me.
Because what, if we don't see a top here, then it's not a perfect comp in your eyes?
Exactly.
I think it's gone pretty well, Matt. I think you can be pretty proud from now on. You've had a top on every other one.
Yeah, but it will be better if somebody do it. Like, for Ruth, it's not really nice. Actually, it's not all the bowler are done.
Well, he's climbing without pressure now because he knows at this stage he's taken the gold. He's managed to hit the move that Jan had the problem with.
No, the crimp was not in the right position.
Very nearly. He's roaring at the crowd. Silent roar. The end of Godfather 2.
It was just in front of me and I was scared. Too much video. Look.
So his hand is in the wrong place there. He went up with the left. Where does he need to be? More middle?
No, like the problem, he was too much on the right side of the crimp with the right hand. So he didn't take it really well.
I see, you mean the one below, the crimp underneath.
Yeah, the crimp, he had like too much on the right side, so he didn't take it really well. So yeah, to pull it, yeah, for sure it's harder. always so many jokes about the beard of Next time, he said me gonna have a mustache, so.
So this will be his second, only one attempt so far. Not a problem at all. Nice and relaxed. Jimmy takes to the wall again.
Allez, Jimmy. Allez, take right the climb. Precise. Yeah, it's more precise. Oh la la. Oh.
Can't quite keep the volume when he's going up to the bonus here. So what is it on this one? Because at the moment, I mean, he was much more precise on the crimp.
Yeah, the problem is you have to really stick the foot. You have to stick the foot like the left foot.
Over to the left hand side. So
if you don't keep it, you have no chance.
So when he gets that left hand up, he needs to get the foot up straight away.
Like, no, you have to keep it. You have to keep the left foot. Then march and go on the clean. Then you can turn the hand and put the right foot.
Right, okay. Pacing himself now. These guys are going to be tired. Remember, they spent a long time yesterday working these problems. Was it from 4 o'clock till 7? They had 3 hours, was it, to work these now? Yesterday they had 3 hours to work on these problems, 4 till 7, yeah?
Exactly.
So from 4 o'clock on the afternoon till 7 at night, these guys have been working yesterday on the blocks.
They actually tried all the moves separately, and they didn't try to connect all the moves.
Yeah, they were trying individually to preserve energy for today.
Preserve energy and skill.
Well, they're definitely going to be feeling it now. Just do a rundown for us of what you think each problem was. We're now looking at Jimmy on problem 4, but problem 1, you said an 8A for problem 1 earlier?
Maybe 8 plus, I don't know.
That was the black one.
Because it's super dynamic and it's a style you can't really find outside.
So we're looking at about an 8A plus for that one. Then we went over onto the pink.
It's over. Shit.
Unfortunately, no for Jimmy there.
Shame on me.
Shame on you. Don't even start. Just give us a recap of those ones then. So we go over onto the pink one. You thought that was a grade. Give us a rough one for the pink.
In fact, I thought the pink one was the hardest. Definitely the hardest. The orange one, then it was the last one.
So grading for the pink?
Grading, it should be something 80.
For the blue?
Around 80.
Around an 8B. And then for the final one here, what would you say?
Same 80.
So we're looking
maybe a bit less.
4 really extremely difficult problems for these guys to work on. They're going to be tired now, and they've given us quite a show. I hope everyone's clapping at home, because the crowd here are now. Here are your 6 athletes, worn out, battered and bruised, bloodied in some cases, bandaged up. But here they are. Nalle, Alex, Jan, Sean, Jimmy and Dmitry. I'm going to hand you over to our local MC, and we'll have an interview with these guys in a few minutes' time. I'll see you in a bit, guys.
Men det är kul med en pisshall. Det är jävligt kul att stå högst upp, trots att det bara är en lek. Vi ska också ta upp en sån här god direkt så att den sjunker rakt ner i bilarna som vi gjorde kissa. Här har jag. Jag får ta en till och upp. Okay. So, did everybody have fun? I mean, this is it's just like a goal, it's just like a training session, almost. It's always nice to be on top of things, but it seems like everybody's been enjoying themselves in a way. And should I do this in English or Swedish? Because you speak Swedish? Yeah. Fluently, even. I don't understand anything of these. I'm not so good with maths. There's a lot of numbers here. But I've tried to figure it out somehow. Okej, det har varit otroligt imponerande att se den här gubbarna köra hårt. Och vi vet inte med platsform och sånt där. Det kunde ha sett helt annorlunda ut imorgon till exempel, eller i morses. Men här och nu, med alla ledtråd, så blev det på det här viset. Att på sjätte plats, on 6th place, all the way from Canada, through Toulouse in France, we have McColl. And on the 5th place, all the way from Helsinki, you have international globe trotter and fantasist Nalle Hukkataival. And in 4th place, the young mutant, very inspiring indeed. It was really inspiring to see all this crazy French thing. We saw that you were in your element right there, with all the tricks that you did, all the way from Germany. In 4th place, Megos. First guy up on the podium, another very talented German young man, also a mutant of course. It should be called mutants only, this competition. Okay, we're changing the name next year. Anyway, in 3rd place, all the way from Germany, Hojer. In 2nd place, the 3rd 3-time world champion Boulderer, all the way from, maybe not Siberia, but far in the east. Give him a big applause now, because he's going to still climb out on 2nd place. It should be noted that it's the 3rd time that he's in 2nd place. I mean, he's consistent, that's for sure. And one of the guys who came from the land far in the west, I hope it was worthwhile to drag your ass over here tonight. From the level 3, in 1st place, super amazing. I'm going to go right there, up there right now. And super inspired. På första plats, hela vägen från staterna, har vi... Vad heter han? Okej, en gång till. Och sen ska det skrikas och ljudas så han tappar det nu. Vad var det gubben hette? Han heter... återigen, årets första pris, unik, Sportiva glasskor. Det finns en i världen, en varje år, helt unik. Nu är det Jimmy.
but you start getting used to it. So, you know, it's different in a way, but the Root Center's did an amazing job, and it's just a fun competition. Yeah, Stockholm is an amazing city, and, you know, we're all just having fun, so like, at the end, you know, we're just like to be here.
What's next? What's the plan? Taking some time out, you chilling with family, some projects going on?
Yeah, we have some plans for sure. I won't be able to make it home for Christmas this year, unfortunately, but we're going to be going to Red Rock soon after with my buddies Daniel Woods and Paul and Nate and all those guys back in the USA that just kill it. So that'll be fun. Climb some things out there, and then make the trek down into Mexico, climb in a new area, or an old area, but new for us, called Piñoles. And then after that, I don't know, you know, maybe make my way back around here eventually. At least I hope so. I've heard there's a lot of good rock out here, so I'd like to come back.
If people want to follow you and what you're doing, if people are interested, for some people watching, I know this is the first time that they've ever seen you on a live event, where do they need to go? You've got a blog, you've got a site.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to check out some stuff, you know, just everybody's on Facebook, so I'm on there, you know, and
you just asked the world to Facebook you. You know that you don't have a blog.
I mean, I have a blog, yeah, but I don't mind people hitting me up on Facebook, man. I mean, whatever. We're just having fun, dude. I don't care.
I have to ask as well: is this for November, or is this just the beard anyway?
Well, it started in Africa, so I didn't have anything to shave with, and I kind of just let it go for a while. It went through that awkward stage. I looked like a retard.
Basically, my little tough. Yeah. This is embarrassing. I'm going to step out of shop.
This takes me a while, you know. I've been working on it hard, so I'm not trying to put yours down, but I've been working hard, you know.
That isn't anything I ever know. James, it's an absolute privilege for all of us to watch you play, and I'm hoping can we convince you to potentially come and do some World Cups over the next year.
Potentially, yeah. See what's going on.
We've got some out of the way. I know Daniel comes out and does his mental winners.
Yeah,
he does come in.
Of course, yeah.
I'd love to see you both see him get on.
Yeah, maybe Vale. We'll see what goes on. You know, maybe I'll make it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be outside. Who knows?
I'll catch you for a drink after the show. Thank you very much. Thanks. Nice to meet you, Jimmy. I'm going to try and grab some of the other guys. I want to talk to Sean particularly about the fingers and what happened there. So bear with me a couple of seconds. I will be back with you all at once.
And a half ago.
Yeah.
So you've had no boulder training or time to focus on that kind of thing. We finished up at Cran just over a week ago, and you obviously had Valence just before that, but you medalled, but that was after food poisoning. But you're still pushing on the lead circuit, and now you're here for bouldering. So, is it a shock to switch back?
It was a big shock, but right after Con, I came home and I was actually really psyched to boulder again. Like after being sick in Valence, I was like pretty not depressed, but like I didn't want to go. I'd go into the gym, I'd climb for 45 minutes, and I'd be like, I would just go back. One last comp. I didn't even make finals, but I had a really good time commentating with you. And then after that, I started boulder training, you know, just to get a little bit of feelings back, and I loved it. Like I was making boulders, I was dynoing, and I loved training for it. So then I came here, I get to go and climb with the 5 really cool guys. We talked about climbing for the last 48 hours non-stop. I'm really psyched to boulder again. Like I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna train, campus board, dead hangs, abs, gotta get my abs back in shape. And then I don't know, I'm gonna go climbing outside, I'll get back, I'll do the seasons, I'm psyched. I'm really psyched to boulder.
You've got time now until April next year when we kick off the season again. This season in the bouldering on the World Cups, you had the gold medal which was a big thing for you pushing into the boulder season. Next year, more exciting things to come. For now, tell me what actually happened with the hands.
Well, we worked the boulders for about 3 hours yesterday, and I could feel that my skin was starting to get really thin. So warming up today, I taped it, and then I taped it right away for the boulders, pointer finger, middle finger. Then my ring finger started to bleed, so I taped it.
Can we get a close-up on the fingers while Sean's talking?
And then the others started to bleed, and then this one started to bleed, and then I was like, uh-oh. And then this one started to bleed, and then, no, this one did not bleed. I only had 5 fingers that were bleeding. I got a little cut here, but on the last boulder, this one started to fall off. I didn't want to change the tape, and yeah, it gives a little bit less friction, but I still got high points, so can't be too mad.
So what is next? Is it now off onto home time, family, training straight away, just relaxing before getting ready for the season again? You got any more competition between now and the start of the World Cups next year?
No, this is actually the last competition before January, March, April, May. There's one in April in China that I may or may not do, probably not because it's the first one. So I get to go home, get to see my friends, I get to see my family, I just get to go on holidays pretty much. I've been training for 9-10 months with breaks once in a while, and I still love it, but it's nice to go home, go do what I want, and maybe climb a Squamish if it's not like -10. Just a nice break, a really nice break, and then I'll be super motivated to boulder next season. Even now, I'm already super bouldered. I'm super psyched. Like, if there's a World Cup in 2 months, I'd be psyched. I mean, I'm really glad it's not for 4 or 5 months, so I get to climb outside. I'm gonna try to go to Bishop, Waco, Las Vegas, just like really enjoy climbing outside. I'll try to make videos. I'll just I love making videos. So, I don't know. It's all holidays now.
I look forward to it, Sean. I'll see you afterwards, I'm sure. But thank you for the performance and for everybody watching back at home as well. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, everyone, and yeah, I'll see you the next World Cup I'm at, or maybe
there's a bar across the road.
Oh, okay, well, I'll see you there then.
I'm going to try and find some other athletes now. I'm going to try and pull Jan across, and Alex is actually here. I'll try and grab him right now as well. Alexander, how was it?
It was very nice, very nice. It was like my first competition this year, but I think it was like a pretty good competition.
Now you came out this first one here, the black one, that was giving you some trouble, and then you hit the second one. The second one was giving you some trouble as well, and then you just appeared on the third problem and sort of floated up to the top.
Like yesterday, every boulder gave me some trouble, and I thought like 3 hours is like enough time to check out all of the boulders, but it's like 3 hours is like nothing. And now on the first boulder right straight away, I like recognized in the last couple of seconds that Nalle's beta is like better than my beta I used, and then it was too late. So
is this on the first one?
On the first one. I think
more static, the crossing?
Yeah, that's
really interesting, because we saw a couple of you doing that, and actually Melissa was going, no, you want to go for the jump, and the tops we saw were with the jumps, but you think you would have, if you were going again, a more static approach on it?
Definitely, yes. Because I think if you're smaller, you're more stretched out and you cannot really jump. That's why I would like come into this one and then go for it. That would be like much easier for me. But I didn't check it out yesterday. I didn't have enough time, so I was pretty happy to like do one of the boulders.
It was a fantastic top, and then you've had a good time here anyway. Would you say, you say it's your first comp of the year, it's actually the end of the year now, so you spent a lot of time focusing on other things, but in terms of that, do you like the comp atmosphere? Do you like the crowd and the way it feels to be here?
Definitely, it's like the best comp I've done this year. But, no, it's really good. It's like good atmosphere, like fun to climb with other guys. Like also yesterday was quite fun with them climbing, checking out the moves, and it's pretty good.
In terms of competitions in general, do you think we're going to see you doing more of them? What about getting over onto the World Cups and the World Championships?
Probably not the World Cups and World Championships. More like kind of fun competition and events like this probably. Maybe if they invite me next year, I would like to come. That kind of stuff, but not like that official competitions.
What have you got going on back home? You got any projects on the go at the moment? Are you working on anything?
Actually, you cannot work on anything in the Franken Euro now. It's completely wet, everything. And cold and snowy. But I'm going to Spain like in 2 weeks. and there we'll see. I'm not going there to do like anything. I'm just gonna check it out. Yeah, haven't been too often to Spain.
Alex, you gave us a great show. It's been a pleasure meeting you and a pleasure watching you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Alexander Megos. Jan, just the man I wanted. Here he is. Need you. Jan, talk to me. How was it?
Oh, painful, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah. Not only today's competition, but especially yesterday's session. Maybe the best bouldering session I ever had. It's usually I'm just climbing on my own or with a couple of friends, and that's not 8C strong like all these guys. Well, maybe Lucas is, sorry, but yeah, but it was so much fun today. Everybody had bloody tips, so it was a bit more painful and a bit harder than yesterday. And yeah, but luckily Jimmy flew over and did the second one. We were kind of sure that nobody's going to send it. It was so hard, and Jimmy's just incredible. Yes, I think yesterday he was the only guy to do the move to the bonus hold, and just such a great effort to send the second boulder, like 8B plus first to send or something.
You said it was painful. Is it just because of the hands, or was it, are you saying because of your performance? What is it? What was painful about it? It was a good pain though, right?
Yeah, it was a good pain, yeah. Well, it's always cool to climb in front of such a crowd, and it's kind of doing just the finals of the World Cup here. So, even more fun, less pressure. Yeah.
You had a great Boulder World Cup season this year. We've got the next one coming up next year. What are you on to now? Are you going to be taking some time off over Christmas? Are you going to go and hit the gym straight away? What are you doing between now and April?
I already took some time off, right after the World Cup in Vail, and just started training recently, like 1 or 2 months ago. And I will do some rock climbing, but no long. Yeah, always just for 10 to 14 days, and coming back to Germany for some training. And I'm super psyched to do all the World Cups next year, and maybe even get better results. Yeah.
Better results? You had the goal this year was incredible.
Not only here, well, this year I felt sometimes just too weak to do the boulders, and if I see Jimmy and all the other guys, it's cool to see where I have to improve, and that's what I will work on this winter. Yeah.
It's really nice that you brought that up. So you're taking something away from this, from seeing the other athletes. What in particular have you been looking at? Because there's a wide variety of styles here.
Yeah, it is, but I think if you have a look at the strengths of the different climbers, and you know where you have to improve. Like Dmitry and Alex are super strong on crims. Jimmy is incredible when it comes to compression climbs, and if you work a bit at every of these aspects, then you will probably be a better climber. Yeah.
It's a fantastic mentality to have straight after a competition. You've taken a bronze here though as well, and that's something to be proud of, right?
Yeah, it is. Although Jimmy and Alex were the only guys to really do boulders without volumes. Like Alex was incredibly strong on this one, and Jimmy on like every boulder. And so it's not so much about the ranking today. So,
it's the fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure to watch you and always to talk to you. If I don't see you before April, then I'll see you in April. Yeah. Thanks. That's good. Okay, where are we? Nalle. How are you?
Pretty good. After the comp, feeling good.
Now, there were a couple there where Melissa was sitting there going, this is Nalle's, this is Nalle's, this is the one that I know he's going to be really good at. There's a couple with the crimps and a couple of the technical ones as well. What was the issue for you here? What was it?
I think the main issue is too much traveling lately. It's hard to train anything because you're traveling always and climbing in some other area. I was in Sardinia before this, and the climbing is very different from any of these problems, so it's hard to train because you're outside climbing in a very different style. But also, I was feeling pretty tired today, I think, after the first work session. And the first problem gave me no problems on the first day, but then today it felt really hard. So I think that was part of it. I was just tired also.
Have you enjoyed the going into that competition sort of atmosphere, the crowd that's here and everything else? Was it an enjoyable experience for you?
Yeah, it's always great. I think it's one of the most relaxed comps, which is also good because when you're more relaxed, you climb better. And I think that's more true for other climbers like Jimmy, but still, it was fun, definitely.
And what's your plan now from now into over Christmas and into the new year?
I'm actually going to go to Vegas, climbing the Red Rocks in the States for until Christmas actually. So
is that with Jimmy? You're going across with him?
Yeah, we're gonna fly separate, but I mean we're gonna meet Jimmy there in like a few days. So
that's great. So you've made a friendship here. You're sticking together as you go on to the next day.
No, I've known Jimmy for a while. We haven't really actually made a friendship here. We've been friends for a while.
Maintained a friendship.
Sure, we've maintained a friendship.
And has it been good having that kind of atmosphere with all of you guys kind of hanging out together and working on the problems? Kind of a camaraderie between the guys.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, all these guys I've known before, but maybe haven't spent so much time with them. So it's great to actually have a fun working session and then the actual competition with them. And everyone's really chill. No one's really like, I'm gonna beat you today. It's pretty relaxed. Everyone's always competitive and they want to win, but also it's not like a mean-spirited thing. Everyone's really nice about it, so it's cool.
Nalle, thank you very much for talking to us. Have a good night.
You too.
I'm going to try and find Dima, and then I believe we had an issue with some sound, so we're going to have to try and grab Jimmy as well. But I'm going to have to disappear for a moment because Dmitry famously hates interviews with me. His English is actually pretty good, but he doesn't necessarily like talking in English. So I'm going to try and find him, and if we can get him, I'll be back in a moment, and then we'll have a chat with Jimmy because I know some of you had an issue with some sound earlier on. Apologies for that. I'll be back in a second. Okay, well, joining me now is Dmitry Sharafutdinov. How was the competition? Good?
Yes, for me it's three competition. I like Sweden. I like this climbing gym organization. The problems. It's very nice, very hard. For me, it's a good experience.
This is the third time you've been here. This is your third year of competing at the La Sportiva. And second every time. Just missed out. Is it becoming something you want to come back and get it next year?
I'm a little sad, but I think it's so fun because I don't know, maybe I'm world champion.
Why can't I do this?
Yes, I'm world champion, and, but I won't win this competition, but
is it a fun competition? You're smiling more than I've ever seen you smile. You're clearly happy, yeah? You've had a good time doing it?
Yes, I'm really happy. Very fun, fantastic. I love public. It's cool competition.
What are you up to now then? For Christmas, back at home, you relaxing a little bit, or are you going to start training again because you've got the season starting next year? What's the plan?
I begin training again in January.
Do you coach other people as well and train?
Yes, I'm a coach in my university, Ural Federal University, and I'm working every day.
Finally, just to wrap things up, anything in Russian back to people watching at home? I know you like speaking in Russian more, but anything you want to say to anyone watching?
I don't understand.
In Russian? You say something in Russian?
I can speak Russian. Всем привет. Динарка, привет, я тебя люблю. Все.
All good. Dmitry, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure. Dmitry Sharafutdinov, I'm going to grab Jimmy for you. I will grab Jimmy for you. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going to do this again, all right? And just for a second, just so they can't see that. I'm just gonna put, there we go. We'll deal with that in a minute. How was it? Just give us the overall experience of being here in Sweden, the Sportiva Legends. How was it?
It was fun, man. Yeah, just like to be here. Like I said earlier, just a new place, climbing with kind of some new people, meeting some new friends, seeing a new city, seeing a new country. It's a beautiful city, by the way. Stockholm is amazing. So the overall experience is awesome. So I'm just psyched to be here.
Talk to me about the difference in style over in Europe compared to how it is back home for you.
Well, really, this is kind of like more American style.
Did see some people saying a similar thing on the feed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super powerful, and you know, that's what they're doing here. Is they're focusing more on actual hard rock climbing, like really hard bouldering, rather than maybe the more like technically sound boulders like you have, I guess, in the World Cup, where the boulders could be 7B, 7B plus, 7C max maybe, but really tricky. So if you don't do them right, they could be impossible. Here it's pretty straightforward. Like we had all day yesterday to session them, so you can figure it out. You know the beta. You just have to be able to do it, and it comes down to just a pure physical thing, just like bouldering is. So I think that's what they try to showcase here, and I think it's perfect. I think it's awesome. There's not many comps that really do this. You know, maybe some more here, like the Sisu Masters and things like that. They're kind of similar. So it's like a new breed kind of competition climbing, and I think it's cool. It doesn't focus so much on flashing. It just focuses on the pure aspect of bouldering, which is just pulling as hard as you can, and hopefully you send. You know, so.
What happened with the one that you didn't send? We're standing right in front of it now. It was around here that we were having the problem, wasn't it? So what was it? In fact, we can even do it now. Let's get a close-up on this hold here so you can see how shallow this ledge is that these guys were getting on. So you were going for this one with your right and then trying to get up onto this triangle thing. What was it?
It come down to, yesterday I didn't even try this one too much because I knew that if I did, my skin would just be completely gone today. So I tried to focus yesterday more climbing on the other boulders and just did the moves on this one, didn't try to link any sections or anything. And I knew that, today if I was going to do it, I can do it, I should have done it. I had a good chance. Like first try I hit the hold with only 3 fingers and I needed more. And then the second try I hit it with 4 and I had it. I went to this guy, my foot kind of picked off, I lost the tension and just wasn't strong enough at the end to keep it together. But it's a really hard boulder. It's really fingery and not so much my style, but it's something that I'm trying to work on more. So it's perfect. It's good to have it. Good to try it. Good to get stronger on it. I'm just glad I didn't split my finger.
Jimmy, a gold medal for you then, as we would say, but winning the competition overall, it's going to be a good experience for you. If you were invited again, would you come back to defend the title?
Of course. Maybe this time I would come a little bit longer so I have some time to climb around Sweden because the rock looks amazing. So,
last thing, anyone to say to anyone back at home that might be watching, tuning in now?
Just say hey to my friends, all the guys back in Boulder. My girlfriend Kash is probably watching right now, so she's psyched. And family, I wish I could make it home for Christmas. It's coming up. I won't be able to, but I know they're watching right now. So, hey mom, how's it going? So, yeah, that's it. It's great.
Your Sportiva Legend 2013, Mr. Jimmy Webb.
Cheers.
Thank you. James there for a moment. All that remains for me to do is to thank Melissa Leneve, who have asked to hang around to say goodbye to all of you guys and see how the comp went in general, but again has disappeared. So I think we're going to have to finish things up there then, guys. Thank you for being with us all the way through Sportiva Legends only competition 2013. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I certainly have, and we hope to see you again when we come back, hopefully, for the Tierra Boulder Battle and Legends in the future as well. I've been Daniel Finn. Thank you for being with us, and good night.